Hello students, welcome to your English class. I am your teacher Jharna Pujari from IIPM School of Engineering and Technology. Yesterday we have discussed about communication as a process, and in that I have told you communication as a bipolar process and communication as a unipolar process. In bipolar process there are two poles, sender and receiver, as well as in unipolar process there are two poles, sender and receiver. But feedback is there in bipolar process, and unipolar process, in unipolar process you are not having feedback. Okay. So, today we would discuss about communication. What is communication, its meaning, its root word and few definitions. Behind me your whiteboard, and in the whiteboard I have written the topic is communication, its meaning and definitions. The communication is a word which is derived, you must have listened that most of the words have a Latin root. So, this communication, this word is come from a Latin origination, and the Latin word from where communication is derived is communicare. Communicare means to make common. What is communicare? Communicare means to make common. Means there should be some commonality between the sender and receiver to communicate anything. That means I am the sender and you people are receiver. We are having a common language. I am telling you something in a single language which I have opted for, and in that language you are receiving my messages. Okay. Then you are understanding the messages in that particular language. Okay. That is called communicare. That means to make common. There should be some commonality between the sender and receiver, so that they can understand the meaning of the communication properly. Okay. Then we would come to few definitions, and today we would discuss two important definitions of two important communicologists. One is Keith Davis and another is Charles Cooley. I also have taken another definition of Keith Davis that is very popular, and today we would discuss starting by one and one. Okay. So, Keith Davis is saying that communication is the process of passing information from one person to another. So, what is communication? Communication is the process. It is a process of passing information. What we are passing? We are passing the information. Okay. Information in the shape of pictures, information in the shape of languages, information in the shape of diagrams. We pass information from one person to another persons. Okay. That may be a number of persons together, or a single person, or two person in a group, but we pass information from one person to another person. Okay. Next, go to another definition of Charles Cooley. Cooley is saying that communication is the mechanism. What is? It is a mechanism through which relations exist and develop. We cannot imagine relationship without communication. See a mother-child relationship. If a mother cannot able to communicate to its child, how this relationship develop? See a father-daughter relationship or father-son relationship. If this communication is not there in our day-to-day life, how the relationship develop? Okay. So, he is saying that communication is the mechanism. It is a type of mechanism through which relationship exist and develop. We would next go to another popular definition of Keith Davis. He is saying communication is like a bridge, and by passing by that bridge, okay. So, we are discussing that Keith Davis, what he is saying, that communication is a bridge, by passing by that bridge one can safely cross the river of misunderstanding. It happens with many people that the misunderstanding arises due to miscommunication. Without improper understanding of messages, some misunderstanding arises, and Keith Davis is saying that it is like a bridge. Communication is like a connection, bridge. What bridge does? What is the work of bridge? Bridge connect from one side to another side, and communication is also like a bridge which connect from one side to another side, and by passing by that bridge, one can safely cross the river of misunderstanding. That means between two person a river is flowing, it is like you can take an imaginary river is flowing, and communication is like a bridge, it is connected between two people and they are passing information from one person to another, right. Okay. So, what Davis is saying? Davis is saying that communication is like a bridge, by passing by that bridge one can safely cross the river of misunderstanding. So, what we discussed today in today's class, that what is communication? Communication is comes from the Latin word communicare, which means to make common. We discussed three definitions. One is the Kate Davis definition of communication is the process of passing information from one person to another, very easy. Second one is Charles Scully's definition, that communication is the mechanism through which relationship exist and develop. And the third definition is Kate Davis, it is very popular definition, and it is saying that communication is like a bridge through which relationship exist and develop. And Kate Davis is saying that communication is like a bridge, by passing by that bridge one can safely cross the river of misunderstanding. Okay, enough for today. Okay, we will meet in the next class.